Wicked just happens to be one of the biggest musicals on Broadway, and I'm sure some of you dream of going to New York City to see it. But let's not forget, it costs money, and most of us are pretty far away from it. Fortunately, Universal did manage to give us a big screen adaptation of the beloved musical. It actually took a decade to try to get it in theaters. But was it worth the wait? Mostly yes. This 2024 film is based on the 2003 Broadway smash, which is based on a book, which is based on, you guess it, the Wizard of Oz franchise. With a twist. It focuses on the Wicked Witch of the West and Grande, as they weren't always enemies. In fact, they were BFFs at the University of Oz, or as they call it, the Shiz. You probably know that sooner or later, the friendship is ended up gonna be broken apart and become enemies, as we all know. I'm not familiar with the songs in Wicked, but after seeing this movie, I'm starting to. Glinda, or aka Galinda, is played by Ariana Grande, who I adore when she was on Nickelodeon's Victorious as Cat Valentine. I'm surprised she became a pop star after that, let alone the Good Witch of Oz. Not that I blame her agents either. She did very well representing your stereotypical popular girl at your high school. And did I mention she could sing like her Broadway counterpart Kristen Chenoweth? Regardless of Grande's performance, it was actually Cynthia Erivo's Elphaba, aka the Wicked Witch of the West, that took the spotlight of all the performances. But it wasn't just those two that shined the adaptation. It was the set that also makes the movie worthwhile. The thing with Broadway shows, you have limited space to put sets on, making this one of the huge reasons I think this musical adaptation seems to be just right for the big screen, which is one of the big reasons why I think this musical adaptation is just about right for your local movie theater. And as for the CGI, well, it was alright, but the animals are clearly a little too animated to be more believable. I've heard people are complaining about how long the movie is, because get this, this is only the first part of a movie, and it's 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is 5 minutes less than the entire Broadway show. And I'm not gonna yell at them for trying to stretch the movie, because I think they're trying to keep things moving forward and all that. But I really think part 1 is quite long enough. And despite all that, I give us a 4. Because as I said, this Broadway adaptation seemed about just right for the theater, and with all the performances and sets and all. What do you think of Wicked? Have you seen it? And what did you think? Let me know in the comments below.